watch him regulate himself and channel that?
A lot of times, and we've seen tees before with him. A lot of times he'll turn that into a positive. He, for whatever reason, will channel that energy. He turns it to someone else, and he takes his game to another level. A lot of times when you get a tee, you sometimes can go the opposite way. It could be a negative, but I think a lot of times he is using that to get himself going, or he's trying to locate someone in the stands to get him going. And so when you look at his emotions, he wants to win. He wants to do everything to win, and sometimes that's just one way that he fires himself up.
Jason, when Luka competes like he did tonight defensively, especially on ball, obviously they're trying to go at him as much as possible. What effect does that have on the guys around him?
Well, I think we all know when he's playing at that level, they have to step up too. They understand the responsibility of their leader. When he's going to play defense and participate, they have to, be able to do the same thing. And so again, he's leading not just on the offensive end, but the defensive end. He's made some great plays, coming up with steals, and then rebounds, and then being able to guard the ball. That's something that we know that teams are going to put him in the pick and roll, and he knows that. So he's been able to pick his spots and understands that we need those stops. And again, when you can hold the Clippers, because they're a great offensive team, under 100 points, that shows that we're playing defense at a high level.
Jason,
yeah.
I know you joked about this being 90s basketball at its best, but it seems like with the officiating and the wings that you have, you're better equipped to play more physical on the wings because you have the athletes to do it.
Yeah, ever since March something, we could see there was a shift in the officiating, and that there were less whistles, and the physicality had stepped up. So we embraced it, and that's who we are. And tonight, or the playoffs, are no different. The physicality, it's about players making plays. And tonight we were fortunate enough to make enough plays on both ends to find a way to win on the road. But we're not afraid of the physicality. I think that's what we were a little bit disappointed in Game 1, was that we weren't physical. Maybe the rust or maybe the time off. But again, tonight we started off, we played 48 minutes of physical basketball, and we found a way to win.
You take us through real quick. The coach's challenge turned out to be pretty pivotal. Was this something you saw, somebody on the bench?
We talked about it. I had 2 timeouts, so we kind of felt we can burn one on a challenge. Kai said he hit the ball, so he got trust, and it turned out to be right, and that was a big challenge.
Just going back to Luka a little bit, he played nearly 46 minutes tonight. Just how big is conditioning at this time of the year when you pretty much got to give it your all?
Yeah, he's young. He's 22. He's Benjamin Buttons. He's going backwards. He's young. If you ask him, he's going to tell you he can play 48. I thought we were trying to maximize different ways to get him rest. Now on the sheet it's going to say 45, but we believe that being able to use a timeout during the free throws to get him that rest is a little bit longer than normal. So, but when he's on the floor, he's a plus, and we need him on the floor.
Tim Cato, The Athletic. I was also going to ask about Luka and his rest. Did Luka signal for that timeout, or did that just come from you reading where his energy levels were?
I think he wanted a timeout. I told him we were taking a timeout, but we were going to take him out during the free throws, so he agreed. As you know, he never wants to call a timeout or come out of the game, but we needed to find a way to get him some rest, and it's just one of the creative ways that we've talked about of trying to get our star players rest while they're shooting free throws.
And then one more Luka moment. Did you exhale when the pass he made to Kyrie in the very final seconds that I think led to the closing free throws for Kyrie, when that actually got through the window, that very narrow window that he passed it through? Yeah, you trust your quarterback. He's made a lot of passes that a lot of people can't make. It just comes down to the receiver being able to catch it, and Kai caught it and went to the free throw line. But we trust with Luka being able to quarterback, especially as well as the Clippers' hands are in those situations to come up with deflections or steals. You believe when he throws it that he believes that his receiver is going to catch it.
Right here. One more last question. Yeah, I'm just going to ask you about Zubac. I know he hurt you guys in game one. How do you think you guys did on him tonight?
We did better. He still posted us up and scored. But I thought the effort was better. The physicality helped. But we made it harder. And sometimes, they're good and he's good. And so even when you play perfect defense, sometimes they still score. But I thought we did a great job